Said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Just got home from Fiserv Forum, where the Milwaukee Bucks just lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Before we get into it, hey, we knew what this game was, and we were down a lot of bodies today. We were down Dame. We were down Middleton. I mean, that was a huge impact on this game. What I was going to looking into this game and going and watching the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in front of friends and family is going to see which one of the others was going to step up tonight. That's what I was really interested in seeing. And before we get into the stats and numbers, yeah, we lost, we got blown out and all that. But the silver lining is we saw the value of Jay Crowder tonight when he's going. We saw the value of AJ Green tonight. We AJ Green definitely has earned more minutes in my opinion on a positive. And we all have been saying if AJ Green gets minutes, he's going to get buckets. And that holds true. What we also found out, and it should be emphasized in front of Doc's face, is Pat Connaughton, just because you want him to be better and give him more minutes, does not mean he is going to be better, Doc Rivers, sir. Pat Connaughton should play no more than 10 minutes in a game. He just doesn't bring enough value. He should be happy as heck that he didn't get traded this afternoon. And you would think that seeing that he was luckily not traded, that he would have came out and played a little better, in my opinion. But it was the same old Pat. Unfortunately, and I was a little bit disappointed in Beasley as well today. Though Beasley was playing a lot, I saw him fighting on defense tonight. Let me say that I did see him fighting on defense tonight. So I thought that was really good to see that he's at least trying on defense. His shot wasn't going, but he was at least trying on defense. So when we're talking about this game tonight, let's look at it from perspective is we were undermanned today. We just traded campaign. We didn't have Middleton. We didn't have Dame. Giannis is obviously hobbled. So he didn't have his best performance either, though he still had an excellent game, but not to his usual MVP standards. Is that this was just a learning experience and getting run for the young guys. AJ Green stands out, but then Andre Jackson Jr. got some time as well. He was effective. So those are things we need to look at, and we've been waiting for Crowder to look better. And today he looked better against good competition. Crowder looked good. So those are the positives I just want to point out before we get into the stats and all that, because some of these stats look absolutely crazy. They're like Minnesota was putting up video game numbers on us, and they should. They were fully loaded, and we were hobbled. So it is what it is, y'all. I know this is another loss under the regime of Doc, but these losses need to be taken into consideration because sometimes you need to take a couple steps, a step backward to take multiple steps forward. I still like what I'm seeing defensively, even offensively. We just didn't have enough firepower today. That was it. That was really it. We didn't have enough firepower. If Giannis wasn't scoring, really, who else was going to score? Bobby again didn't give us too much. He got double figures, but he really didn't give us too much until the game was out of whack as well. So I think I'm hopeful with the Pat Beverley trade that kind of solidifies the problem that a lot of Bucks Nation had as with on the ball defender. The only problem is we just acquired another 30+ year old player and we gave up a second round pick for him. But we do need a player that's feisty like Pat Beverley. So I think he'll be a good adjustment to the team. The only problem is he has to work out the issues that him and Dame have. They have a long standing feud. So once that gets resolved, I think that this will be a positive move for the Bucks because campaign wasn't helping us that much. He wasn't helping us that much. So at least Pat Beverly can be feisty. He's an irritant. He's the type of player you don't want to play against, but you love him if he's on your team. So I do think, even though it was a subtle move, I think it was a good move, and I think Bucks Nation as well can collectively agree that we're happy that Robin Lopez is gone. He had zero value on this team. So that at least opens up a roster spot that we can use for a player that's being waived. I know Spencer Dinwiddie's name has been coming out a lot. Bismack Biyombo. players of the, and we still don't even know who else is going to be available. And can we please hit the like button, Bucks Nation? I promise it won't hurt you. It will not hurt you. All that does is help the channel, help the algorithm, so more people can find this outstanding Bucks content. Appreciate y'all. Please hit the like button. So those are the things that I think we should observe. Even in losses, there's silver linings. And again, the defense was better. They were just hot today, y'all. Minnesota was literally just hot. They were on fire today. On fire. How on fire were they? Let's take a look. Let me bring up the stats here, y'all. Give me a second. Bucks lose at home at Fiserv Forum in front of friends and family, 129-105. We hung around the first two quarters, and then the wheels came off after halftime. And usually when you're undermanned, those type of things happen. But before I get into our stats, I just want to point this out. You're not going to lose any game if you shoot 55% from the field and 51% from the three, and you shoot 21 of 41. You're not going to lose a lot of games. They were on absolute fire. Rudy Gobert had 16, 11, and he had 4 assists. It's crazy. Karl-Anthony Towns had 19 and 5. Conley, 18, but he hit 6 of 7 threes. Karl-Anthony Towns, 4 of 6. And Edwards, 4 of 11, 26. Nas Reed, that's the center that I was telling y'all about that I would love to have instead of Brook. Nas Reed, 6 of 11, 2 of 4, 3 of 3, 17. I mean, they just shot the lights out. There's not much we could do, and we didn't shoot terrible. We shot 50% from the field pretty much, and 42% from three. But a lot of those points came late when the game was out of hand. And I also like to talk about the terrible officiating in this game today. Obviously, it didn't really play a part if we won or lost. But the point is this: the officiating is getting out of hand. How one-sided it is in Bucks game. I see people blatantly travel, carrying, committing all types of Class A turnover calls, and we don't get anything. People step on someone else's foot, we get the calls against us. There needs to be some type of formal investigation against the coach, against some of these referees and officials against the Bucks, because it's getting out of hand. It's really crazy. And I'm not saying that because I'm just a Bucks fan. Even if you're just watching as a fan, you got to be like, man, what's going on? They're not getting any. I see Giannis just getting destroyed. No call. If you breathe on Karl-Anthony Towns or Edwards a call, it's just a little terrible. It's just terrible. All I'm saying is give us a fair shake. If you're going to call tic-tac falls for that, we should get the same, especially with Giannis. I mean, that's ridiculous. 12 of 6. We shot 16 free throws. It's crazy. 16 free throws is crazy. Giannis 3 of 7. I mean, come on. Ridiculous. But the man of the Beasley, you get the Boo Award tonight, my friend. Malik Beasley, 1 of 13, 0 for 9, 1 of 2, 3 points. Pat Connaughton, 37 minutes, 4 of 6, 1 of 2, 9 points, 9 assists as the starting point guard. He did have a nice dunk in the game, though. He did have a nice dunk. I'll give him that. He definitely had a nice dunk. I'll give him that. But I still would rather that this gentleman right here, AJ Green, get his minutes. AJ Green, 22 minutes, 9 of 11, 7 of 8, 2 of 2, 3 assists, 27 points. And before people say, oh, he had a hot game. No, AJ Green is always hot. That's the thing. He's always hot. He's always Yoga Flame. Get him in the game, Doc Rivers. What are you waiting on? I heard you say something extremely reckless. You were like, we got to get Pat more minutes to get him going. He ain't got going in 2 or 3 years. That train has passed. You see, we got a flamethrower here on the bench, and you just letting him wallow there. Get him in the game. You telling me he can't do what Pat Connaughton does is crazy. Get AJ Green some minutes. Split Pat's minutes up with AJ Green and Ajax, and I guarantee we'll be better in the long run. That's what needs to happen for this team. We need to get the young gunners going, or as Mr. Cool says, the Dobermans. We need to release the Dobermans. Release the hounds. Doc Rivers, release the hounds. What are you waiting on? Malik Beasley and Pat Connaughton. What? They can't save us. They can't save themselves. Wake up, Doc. I'm gonna tap you in a minute, Daniel. Pat Connaughton, we got to get him going. We'll need him for the playoffs. Hey. I was like, when he said, I'm like, oh, I see Doc trying to get fired. Shout out to him. If you counting on Pat, you trying to get fired again. Salute to you. That was crazy. Why would he say something like that? Why would he say that? Can somebody tell me in the chat? Why would he say something like that? Why? I'm very concerned. Absolutely ridiculous. And we got killed on the boards too. They were punishing us on the defensive boards. 43-36. We lost points. We just lost this game all the way around. The only positives are AJ Green and Jay Crowder were hooping today. That's the positives. Period. Let me tap you in. We got another game tomorrow though, Bucks Nation. We play the Hornets tomorrow. Hopefully we can get back on track against a Tapwater team. We're gonna see. Let me tap you in. We got the Bleacher Report boss. Yeah, we got the Bleacher Report boss in here. What's going on, sir? Salute.
Good afternoon. Good night, mommy. Good afternoon, Bucks Nation. I know it's not been fun the last couple of games,
right?
But a couple of positives. Robert Lopez off this team finally. He was outside reading the book. That book. What? Either Thanasis or Lopez brother. They like, okay, let's get rid of his brother. We gotta.
Yeah, his brother gotta go.
They had to do it for money reasons so they can get another player. So there's a spot open. So they're gonna try one of those buyout players.
Right.
Gotta be under $1 million. So I don't know who it is yet, but I mean, this game. You knew this game was gonna be good. We hadn't really no bench really, and
yeah,
he had to play the bench. AJ Green need more minutes. I mean, I don't know what else Doc need to see. Like he just showcased it tonight. You need to get him in more in the game more. And you're right. When I heard Doc Rivers talking about, oh, we need to get Pat more minutes. I'm like, what are you talking about? You need to trade him.
I almost spilled my water. I had a fresh essential water. I almost spilled. My brother sent me. I was like, what is he talking about? He's like, get him going. Right, Eliza. Pat is not good. It's just simple as that. Right, Eliza. Hey, Pat is just not good. But salute to him almost having 9 assists, though. That's cool. That was nice to see. Shout out to Pat.
Got hit in the face twice, and these referees didn't call not one of them. One of them, he started bleeding. I'm like, what are you looking at? Seriously. Like,
the Bucks are targeted, bro. The Bucks are targeted.
It's apparent to me that it is because, to me, this team, they get smacked around. You see Giannis get smacked around. Then Dave get smacked around. Like, I mean, one of these days, somebody's going to snap for these referees get thrown out. But
I'm telling you, bro. You're right. That's the next level. That's the next level.
I want this every game. I'll be in that ref face like, why are you doing this? We're gonna try. You do this every game. Like I see you like you start calling the referees by real names and like Zach whatever Steven, you've been doing this every game. I know you by name. So if you're gonna keep doing this, I'm gonna call the office on. Like this is ridiculous. There should be no reason. If there's no reason why these referees call the game like this.
And it's every game, though. It's not just today, though. Every game, the Bucks get the short end of the stick.
I don't know why they're doing it. And Giannis can't. I mean, Giannis is hurting, but he's playing every game because he wants the MVP. And
I understand that, right?
But the thing is, he got no help. And then you got all these guys in the middle. You know, the other team, all like, yeah, we're doing this. Like you play the team that got really nobody right now. Like Dave's hurt.
Yeah. Middleton, you don't know when he gonna play. He not play. He can't play back to backs. He can't play unless it's above freezing. There's all types of parameters for Middleton to play.
Man, Sensible won't help Middleton out right now, man. That's how bad it is.
I'm with you. I'm with you completely. But again, I want people to take this game with a grain of salt. They were hot. They weren't missing. I mean, they shot 55% for 3, and all of those were not open looks. They were hands up. They were hot tonight. I mean, they hit 23s. That's a lot.
They don't see nobody at that point. They just see that they just like, oh, I got it. It's once you get hot like that, they got it. It's over. And
Yeah,
I
they
think
were that hot. Yeah.
Bucks need to play better. I can't wait what they gonna do. Pat Bell. I don't know if Pat Bell gonna play tomorrow because it's gonna be a back to back. Probably the next game after that. But they gotta play better. They gotta do
Yeah, I
better.
agree. They got, but
Surprise!
they do got to play. But again, we were undermanned, and we had Pat Connaughton as our point guard for crying out loud. I mean, how much could you really expect to happen with Pat as your starting point guard? With
Well,
Beasley in the backcourt is crazy work. That was you.
he's missing shots. I'm like
And
he better
Beasley looked so bad tonight
he missed
offensively. That was really bad tonight. That was really bad.
wide open shots. He's missing it.
That's funny.
We got
What's going on, Pronte, man?
What up, y'all?
What up?
Yeah, we lost. We knew we was gonna lose.
Yeah.
I mean, this trade deadline, we ain't got no point guard on the team playing against the number one team in the West, number one defensive team in the league. This ain't this ain't a team we would be for sure to beat if we were fully loaded.
Right.
Yeah, this is a difficult team to beat with all your
That-
players playing. So, of course, I mean, that was a predictable loss. The
Right.
Bucks just got too much chaos going on right now. Too much turnover. Everything's moving, everything's changing. People are injured in and out the lineup. So, there's no stability right now.
Correct.
And eventually,
He talking, get them likes up.
eventually you're gonna see this where it's like people don't know what's going on. You got a new coach. In the last 2 weeks, Bucks got a new coach. They traded a couple players. They traded up player. Dame is out. Chris Middleton is out. They changing plays, changing defensive schemes. It's just a lot to absorb for them. So I mean, eventually, this is gonna be a long month of just change. And we need, as Bucks fans, we just need to realize that that's what's going on now. Is it gonna work out? I think it will in the end.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it will in the end, at the end of the day. Huh?
Go ahead.
Are you satisfied with what the Bucks did trade? Do you think they did enough? Did you think that?
Yeah.
We could have.
I've been saying that. I don't think we had enough to get anything. The way you seeing what they were asking for, man. I mean, it's kind of good they didn't make them stupid trades. Giving first round picks for them bums, like, hey, who?
I'm not giving multiple first round picks for Alex Caruso.
Yeah, like what?
What are you doing? You on fentanyl? Why would you even say something like that on the phone? Like, why would you say something like that?
These dudes barely playing on their team. What are you talking about? Like, these are pure role players. Like, what are you?
And low key, I'm hot that it wasn't a player for player swap. It should have been an even swap for campaign for Pat Bev. We shouldn't have had to give up no second rounder.
No,
I felt like that was crazy.
Yeah. But I feel like we don't get them back. We don't get to say we got to trade Robert Lopez. We don't got to see Robin Lopez no more, so that's a plus. And we had to pay.
I think his spot will be used better now. We'll get somebody that can help us though, Pronte. Now,
I know we had to pay them to take him. Please take him. We'll throw you $1 million. We'll throw you $1 million if you take Rob Lopez off our hands because this dude is trash.
But I want to talk about the positives. Let's talk about some AJ Green. No. Let's talk about Jay Crowder tonight.
I think the whole thing is just change. AJ Green, but the good thing Doc is doing, he's been playing AJ Green more than his the previous coach.
That's
sure.
fair.
AJ
Fair
Green
point.
Is the only one getting minutes. He's been the only one getting minutes off the bench. I think. I don't know. I think Ajax regressed a little bit. His offensive limitations are very obvious. You know what I mean? He has to work on his offensive game a lot, and I think he
played almost 20 minutes today. Though he didn't score, but he played almost 20 minutes.
I mean, but they did play him. Normally, he wasn't playing, so I mean, that's a plus. I think Beauchamp Beauchamp would do better under Doc. I think Doc need to give him a chance. I think he'd just do better. He'd do better than PC. He just. I mean, he's one of those players that can give you a little scoring and defense.
Exactly.
And that's what the Bucks kind of need. And he has size to him and athleticism. So I think the Bucks. I think he should give him a chance.
Right.
He was terrible on last coach, but I think he'll be fine. I think with Doc behind him, I think he'll do better.
I agree with that. Completely agree.
Cause we playing PC, and I found your comment funny. You said, "What is he trying to get fired?" Yeah, boy, trying to. I heard that comment. I'm like, this dude is tripping. I just want to know.
Bro. He's tripping.
Like, what confidence does this dude need, man? Like, come on now. He just weak. He's just weak.
He had a good run with us. He had a good run. Pat had a good run.
I don't
time
know
for him to sit on the bench and read a book like Robin Lopez was.
What does Pat do well? What does he do good? Like, what does he do? I don't see it. What does he do good? Can somebody tell me?
He knows the offense. He knows like,
don't think too hard. Yeah.
He's an energy guy.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's just. You know what he do? He makes people feel comfortable. You know, he go golfing with them. You know, he know they family. You know what I mean?
Their friend.
He become their friend. I like that. Like Pat's a good guy, man. I can't, he talks. He goes golfing with me, and that's what. Then now he's staying on the team. I'm like, Doc say, Doc Pat been golfing with Doc. That's his golfing buddy. So he knows what to do. He knows how to get in with the people. You know, secure his spot because that's what does he do when on the court?
I'll give him at least today. He had 9 assists, so that was cool. Maybe
he's a point guard.
Maybe he's a point guard. Maybe we done found something with Pat. Maybe
he getting his Draymond Green on. I don't know.
Right? Yeah. Maybe that's it. Because I was like 9 assists. I was impressed by the 9 assists with Pat. I ain't gonna lie. 9 assists was impressive.
But we know I think AJ Green really showed that he deserves more time. I think that's obvious. He's what Pat's supposed to be. In my mind, that's what Pat's supposed to be. He's supposed to be a flamethrower, and he's supposed to be tough on defense. He ain't got to be great, just tough enough to be able to be a flamethrower. You know, and that's what Pat's supposed to be. We're supposed to be able to kick out to him, and almost if he open, think it's going in. Every time Pat shoots the ball, I know it's missing. It's just how bad is the miss gonna look? It's gonna hit the side. It's gonna be like dang. It's just be something. Now he's just breaking. It's just boom.
1 second, Prate. Let me just get Eliza super chat. Appreciate you, Eliza, with the $5 super chat. Pat knows the plays. He communicates. Hold on. Pat knows the plays. He communicates. He has good court vision and understands the game, but he just isn't physically talented at all. I thank you for at least saying that at the end. Shout out to you, Eliza. Appreciate the $5 super chat.
We were stuck.
Good though.
We were stumped. We know he communicates well. That's one thing. That's his gift. He had the gift of God. He out here hustling people. So, you know, that dude's a con man. Pat Connaughton.
Yeah, he definitely go con. He go con you. He go con you.
Got another question.
He definitely go do that.
Would you rather struggle? I mean, we'd rather struggle now and start getting better at the end of the season where we should be getting hot, or rather?
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
It's been all hot.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem with the Bucks. This has been a problem with the Bucks for like the last 2 years. Is we always get injured.
Yeah.
And that's been the biggest problem. And it's happening now. We're starting to get injured again. And it's like, is Middleton going to be here? Is he going to be available for the rest of the season? You know, we don't know with Middleton. He might be out a month. He might be out 2 months. He might come back and then only got to play once a week. You know, we don't know what's going on with Middleton. So can we rely on Middleton? Probably not. The thing is Dame injury prone? Is he? I hope not, because then we're in trouble.
He turned his ankle though in the game. That's what it was.
But he has been injured a lot in the last 3 years too.
Mm-hmm.
I think didn't he miss like half a season?
I think he sat out last season to keep it real.
Okay, we better hope so. Because Giannis is gonna be pissed. Because with that team without Middleton or Dame, we don't have enough offense.
We don't
on that court.
We don't. We would need AJ Green to be dropping 30.
But AJ Green does he start?
He can't. I don't know if he can. Because that Beasley contract said he got to start.
That's crazy. That's a crazy contract.
That's why you see when have you not seen Beasley start? No matter how bad he's played, he will always start.
I mean, he play hard. He does play hard, but he on a shooting slump. Like, no doubt about it. When you just missing everything.
I don't know why
He missing everything.
Yeah, he. This is a bad night, but we done seen him get hot. He like.
Yeah, he's
Dame
freaky.
in a shooting slump.
I
just hope they get out of it before the playoffs. That's all we can hope on.
And they said that maybe like he has been holding the best offensive guy every game, just about.
Right.
Yeah, maybe when Pat Bev come, that give him some energy.
I got you, Dre West.
And hold the best guy the whole time. Like he ain't got to hold. And who's he holding today? My boy, that's the young dude, 22, Anthony Edwards. He ain't got to hold Anthony Edwards with Pat Bev.
Right, yeah, you can.
He can save his legs a little bit.
Right.
That's what they're saying. So, and then Pat Bev, I think, was the best pickup. It was a low-key pickup. But for the Bucks, it's almost like a guard version of PJ Tucker.
Correct.
So,
I know.
It is actually exactly what they needed because of the way he plays and the energy he brings. It's almost like he brings that energy. So, the Bucks fans are going to love him because he's going to get hyped up for no reason. I mean, he got hyped up in Minnesota because they made the playoffs or he won a play-in game. So, just imagine Pat Bev in the playoffs with a chance to win a title. They're going to be going crazy. So, I think
and this was what they were right. This was Pat Bev. This was what they need because they had nothing really.
Right.
I mean, since BJ Tucker left with his, we call us dogs all the time. When we won the championship, like we had that dog mentality, help the defense, not just Drew. Drew was not, a guy that's gonna rah you down. It was pretty much BJ Tucker doing that. Now Pat Bev, man, he gonna him and PJ man, Bobby Portis. It's gonna be crazy, man. They both gonna be tag team. Somebody gonna get in their face. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna be trying. Don't knock Giannis around with Pat Bev on the court.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
He gonna come. Pat Bev gonna come for you, everybody.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. He's an irritant. He can get under players' skin. You need that type of player. You need that type of player. He's not looking to score. He's just looking. He's just looking to play defense and hard-nosed basketball.
Focus, and that's exactly the singular focus this team is lacking.
Right.
He's a player that doesn't care about scoring.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to get on somebody's nerves and try to shut down your best guard.
Correct. Or at least give him a hard time. Make him inefficient.
Piss him off. Make him real mad. Get under his skin. And I mean, the Bucks need him for that.
He's perfect for going against Jalen Brunson.
Perfect for Brunson. I mean, just think about
Halliburton.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, all of that. He can at least get in their face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Pat Bev with Bucks, man. You knew that all that stuff wouldn't happen. He'll be all in his face.
I mean, if you look at his defensive rating this year, it's probably one of the best in the league. So, the Bucks finally got somebody who could defend on the perimeter. And that's going to be big for them because with Giannis in the back end and Brook in the back end, they finally got some help and to slow a guard down from thinking he's just going to run amok and just go straight at him. So that's going to slow him down. That's going to make the defense a lot better. Because
hold on 1 second, y'all. John Hassel said Beasley is worse than Pat by a mile. I don't know about all that, John. I can't say that, sir. It's like Pat has intangibles, but he can't really score. Beasley can't play defense, but he can score. If you could put them together, they might be decent. They'd be like a mid-level exception player if you could put them together as one player. But separate, they both kind of trash. Yes, that's true. But Pat better by a mile is wild.
Beasley and Pat Connaughton.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Pat Bev.
No. Pat Connaughton. I just reading his comment. He said that Pat was better by a mile than Beasley, and I can't agree with that. If you want to say slightly, fine, but a mile, that's a stretch. That's definitely a stretch.
I don't know about that. A mile.
But back to Pat Bev. Pat Bev should help us though, and it didn't cost us nothing.
And that's the best thing about it. Just the first thing, it really didn't cost us nothing at all. And we need this energy. We got a low energy team, and we need Pat Bev's energy on that court. So now we got two players with a limited energy that can actually play. Giannis and Pat Bev. A big man in the guard that's going to bring the energy on defense and on offense, just moving for no reason and irritating for no reason. And that's what we need because we got too many laid back players on our team. Now we need a Pat Bev that's cool, especially our guards. Our guards are way too laid back, way too laid back, way too just
Agreed.
nonchalant. And Pat Bev is anything but nonchalant. So Pat Bev is gonna get into you. And he gonna make sure you know he here.
Right. That's a
So
fact. That's a fact. Salute, Gibson. Appreciate you tapping in, Gibson.
Peace and love, the Bucks Nation. Peace and love. I right here listening to the chat. I wait until it's my turn to speak out my point. I was little. I was pissed today because when I used to keep on checking my phone to find out what in the world horse doing all these moves happening and we ain't doing no more. I ready to find out what's going on. What is going on? No moves. Everybody making moves. The next getting better. The mom's getting better. And
Pacers.
what happened? Pacers getting better. What happened to the Bucks? What is John Horst doing? Laying back. For me today, I thought Pat was off this team for sure. I thought Pat was gone. I thought Bobby was gone. And to be honest, I even thought that Middleton was getting traded too. Cause man, I am so frustrated with him. I am
My
frustrated
man
with
Gibson, you
him.
thought everybody was gone. Salute to Gibson, bro.
I know,
Gibson
I know,
wanted
I know,
everybody go. Go ahead,
I
Gibson.
know. I know Eliza could come at me in the chat, but the fact is, Ramadi is, I hadn't had enough with Middleton. I had a discussion with a friend of mine today. Why we are paying a man $30 million a year and cannot stay injured on the team? It doesn't make any sense, and John Hall should be held accountable for that. You shouldn't have paid that man all that money. We could have used that money and go get a player who could help Giannis on the long run. That man keep missing on games, but this week he there. It doesn't make it is frustrating me right now. I am getting frustrated at it. Because
Talk to him,
guys are
Gibson.
not doing anything. Guys are not doing anything. Giannis have to be doing everything. It is not supposed to be like that. We can't wear that man out like that. We cannot
Right.
wear him out. We wearing out Giannis. And what is the vision of this GM signing these ridiculous players, giving away these draft picks for no reason? Why is that we throwing out draft picks? We cannot get a decent player to come to Milwaukee beside Dame, beside Drew. What else has John has to do? Because I am frustrated now. Because New York just get very better. You get Alex Burke, Bogdan Bogdanovich. They just get way more better. Why cannot the GM sit down and say, you know what? I am going to trade some players, even though it's going to move some feathers. It is time for me to move some players, but it's not making any sense. Like Pat was supposed to be the first one out the door. Out the door. Then from Pat, you get rid of Bobby and you go and get Daniel Gafford from Washington. We need a backup big.
Appreciate the
John
sub.
Hart got to address these. He have to address these. And now we are looking on the buyout market for players. It don't make any sense, Sam. It don't make no sense. John Horst, yes, he is doing a good job, but I think his job is on the line. It is on the line. It is on. See, the job of the GM is to build a deep team to compete for championship, not for get playoff round exit. It don't make any sense, Amber. I am fed up that we are paying Middleton $30 million and
I
every
agree
night he
with you,
cannot
414.
participate. It don't make any sense. It hurt me. It hurt me that we could have gone up there and get a decent player. What could have helped this team moving forward? Middleton being injured, it is not helping the team. You're not getting anywhere with him sitting out
Hey,
injured.
Gibson. You know what? Who I saw got traded today, and I knew you would be hot. Royce O'Neal.
Oh
I
man,
know. Y'all know that's his name. Right?
man,
When I saw
Dumbo,
Royce, I was like, "Oh, he gonna be hot." It's
oh
like
man,
Royce O'Neal. I
I,
was like,
I, I,
if it would have been Finney Smith and Royce O'Neal, oh, I know my man Gibson would have lost it then. He would've lost
man,
it.
Amber, what I was calling for them to sign today was if we could get Daniel House on the buyout market, I'll be very appreciative. That even if we could get Shake Milton played underneath Doc Rivers, and he's a very good player. If we could get him over, I'd be very excited
But see,
for that.
this is the
Yeah,
problem that you're having, that you having, Gibson. You keep thinking we can get rid of Pat. Pat got something in the tuck on somebody in the organization. They can't get rid
man,
of Pat at this point. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're allowed to trade Pat. I'm dead.
man,
Don't laugh. I'm serious. He had
man.
something in the tuck. There's no way that someone is given this much leeway without having something on somebody. There's just no way. So I'm to the point he's gonna retire a Buck at this point. We just gotta hope he can get better. Pat Connaughton is retiring a Buck.
I just think that y'all, we ain't got enough. When we got Dame, that's all we had.
Right.
Dame is what we sold out on.
Mm-hmm.
The Giannis and Dame connection. We have to realize. We in Milwaukee. People ain't just gonna walk into Milwaukee and want to play for Milwaukee. First of all, so you got to realize that. And second of all, we got Dame and Giannis. Those are two of the top 12 players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they can drop 40 on people's head at any moment. Most teams ain't got that. You say New York's got better. No, they got better when they got OG. This trade was senseless to me. How many guards do you need?
Right.
That's a lot.
How many guards do you need? That's the same position you keep getting. I understand, but they're marginal players. They didn't get a superstar. They got the same player over and over and over again. What's that going to do for them?
Question, right, Bronte? The problem is with John Horst failed to address Amber is that we do not have a backup big. That's what I was looking for to address at the trade deadline. Brook Lopez need help.
Right.
Where are we going to get a backup big? When? That's what I was looking for him as a GM. You have to look at the team and see what you need. We need a second backup big. Lopez cannot do it all the time by himself. We need another backup center. Like, you have Bismack Biyombo out there. Why can we not go there and sign Bismack Biyombo at least to give us some rebounding or something?
Did you see how bad our rebounding was today? That was disgraceful, some of the rebounding today. They were killing us on the boards.
That's because Giannis out of position right now. Because Dame and
Chris ain't there yet.
And he on the wing, he's trying to box out, and he's just way out of position. He only had 3 rebounds a game for that, and like 3 rebounds. That's unlike Giannis. So that lack of rebounding is coming because Brooks didn't play the previous games, and Giannis is playing out of position right now because he had to play point guard. And Giannis even said himself, I got to play point guard, I got to guard the best player. I'm kind of tired. So what he did was sacrifice his rebounds. Some rebounds you see he didn't even go for. So that has something to do with Giannis just being tired. Having to do too much.
I think he need a DNP or two. Whenever Dame come back, Chris come back, Giannis should just, even if whatever it takes, that Giannis needs to sit 2 games. I think he needs to heal up.
Somebody got to tell me how the Knicks got better. All this Knicks, that's just talk, man. That's just talk. How you gonna get the same player if you got better? You got 5 of the same players and you got better. And
what do you think? You think? Not cutting you off, right, Pandey, but our bench, right? I think we're missing at least 1 or 2 more pieces. If we could get that guy, what I called it earlier, if we could get either one or Daniel House. He used to play underneath Doc on the Sixers because he was traded today. Daniel House. If we could get Daniel House, because you see Boston.
But we need to get. I'm cool on the guards though right now, Gibson. We need to get more 3s, 4, a 3, 4, or 5 player. We need some size and length. We got enough. The guards is cool. You Beauchamp can guard a guard. Andre Jackson Jr. We need some more size. We only really have Bobby now with Robin gone as our backup big. That's it.
That's it. That's it. What I told you.
So we need a big. And you remember I was telling y'all about Nas Reed, how I wish we could trade and get him. Now y'all see his skill set. Nas Reed is solid for Minnesota. Solid.
I hear y'all, but we ain't never had a backup big. So all of a sudden we need a backup big. When have we had a backup big? We won a championship without a backup big. What are we talking about? We ain't had never. When the last time we had a good backup big?
Well, I'm just saying a 4-man, like a power forward.
I'm with you, but we ain't never had a backup big for 8 years. Not under Bud. Not under Bud at all.
So I got a question right now.
PJ Tucker a backup big because that's the biggest we got under Bud. So it was always that was the same rotation. So that ain't the problem. We do need a backup big. I do agree. Just to give Giannis some minutes off the court.
Yeah, it's really for Giannis. Yeah, and Lopez. Because Bobby's cool, but Bobby don't be paying attention a lot on defense.
And they take Lopez off the court sometimes because you said they had with shooting hot, but they were shooting hot because Brook Lopez ain't coming up to contest a shot and they know it. So
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time they set that screen, Brook Lopez ain't gonna go out there, and they knew that. So you can't switch with Brook Lopez because he refuses to step out and try to contest a shot. So that's an automatic bucket. So you see, they set the screen with Gobert. Gobert can't shoot. We know that, but Lopez was still standing in the paint, and Gobert said a silent screen, dude, wide open. That's a layup for most NBA players, especially when they know what's going to happen, and that's what they took advantage of. Because Minnesota ain't an offensive juggernaut, but if
No,
you know you're
no,
gonna
no.
get a certain shot every time, you're gonna be wide open. It's going in. They NBA players, they ain't bums like that, So I saw it all the time. They did a screen, and
Mhm.
then Conley knew that Brook Lopez wouldn't come up. He shoot
And
a
he
wide open.
stepped and he sidestepped and shoot the three. Conley ain't no 3-point shooter. That's when I knew it was dark. I'm like,
You know,
Conley hitting threes? Like, what? And we
but that's
gotta
because
talk about Bobby P too. Somebody brought this up and I've really been paying attention. Does Bobby P not show up against quality teams?
he don't.
That's-
He been saying
no,
that.
No,
He never,
I'm not trying to take a deuce on him, but I'm saying, when have we seen Bobby go in on a good team?
never. Especially if they can play defense. He never tortures a good defensive team. Especially because in the playoffs, they play harder. And as soon as the team plays him harder, he's very limited offensively too. Because they get into him, they bump him, they bump him, they bump him, and then they contest his shot. Because he takes a long time to get into proper position
Right.
and get his shot off.
Backing
So
down.
backing down, backing down. Okay,
no,
and then, that's too
question right,
slow. That's too
question
slow of
right, Amber.
offense.
Go ahead,
Question right,
Gizzy.
Amber. With the Patrick Beverley signing, I know that I was looking at him just watching it just before I come on. Boy, he excited to come down here, and he said he willing to wig things out with him and Dame. I respect him for that. I respect Patrick Beverley for being a real man. Admit that, say, hey, I am willing to squash the beef what I have with Dame. To come on to be on the same page, I respect that. So I think Pat Bev is that type of player you need on your team. He's a little pesty guy. He's a
Yeah,
pest
exactly.
guy.
Exactly.
He, he is not afraid. The guy, nobody. He coming at you, and I think with Pat coming down there, he will help Portis them get in rhythm. I think make sure that the landscape on the court is organized because Pat Bev is that type of guy. Because you see how well he was playing down there in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
He was
and he'll
playing
hold
very good.
people accountable too. That's the other thing. He's vocal.
He
Pat
Yeah.
vocal
Bev will hold people accountable out there.
and he
So when
loves
is
to
this?
play defense.
Right, correct.
When is it? When is his debut? When is his debut? When is he making
I
his
don't know.
Probably
Milwaukee Bucks debut?
they said probably tomorrow. He's trying to play tomorrow. That's what he said. Pat Bev trying to play tomorrow. He said, I'll be there tomorrow. Put me on the court. This dude, wow. But that's Pat
Shout
Bev.
out to
That's what he
Pat
do.
Bev. Shout out to
That's
because
what
Man,
you
I
know
lose.
he gonna get some time over here. He wasn't really getting minutes like that. He gonna get some minutes over here.
because he know the
I
Bucks
like
need him.
him.
You know we need him, right?
I like him. I like him already. I don't like his spread because he coming with that attitude, that mindset. What we's missing. He coming to bring that down there. So I hope we get another. I hope the Bucks take their time on the buyout market. We pick up someone. What is could help us at least off
Mm-hmm.
the bench. I hope if we will get like a score like a Spencer Dinwiddie or something because I watched Dinwiddie
That's a
hit some big
we
shots.
can't get Spencer. Puts us over the
Yeah,
second
Right,
apron.
right, right, right. Yeah, right.
Uh,
I forget. I read it.
uh.
You're right. So what about what is his name out again? Because I see the little guard from the Piston, Killian Hayes. I see they wave him. They wave
We don't
Killian
need no
Hayes.
guards though. That's the thing. We don't need guards. We need wings. 3, 4,
All
5.
right.
That's what we need. 3, 4, 5.
What about your boy Thaddeus Young? You think he would work? Thaddeus Young, because he
That's
get waved
another
too.
old man. Thaddeus Young.
Oh man, no
Yeah,
man.
man. Come on, man. Yeah. Thaddeus
Oh man.
Young. Thaddeus Young came in the
Oh,
league when G Unit was hot. Like,
oh
I can't I don't want nobody like that.
man. So who we can
man.
get? Who we can get, guys? Who we are gonna get
We
on
gotta
the
wait and see.
buyout
We
market?
gotta wait and see who available. But yeah, Thaddeus Young. Oh no. Oh
I
no.
mean,
Thaddeus Young might have kids that's 20.
yeah,
For
yeah,
real.
for real,
What about you, Daniel?
Thaddeus
What
Young,
about you,
bro.
Daniel? What about you, Daniel? I
for
know
real.
you was the Bleacher Report boss. I know
Yeah,
anything
what
coming
what
with
information you got? Come on, let's go. Let's go.
All right, right now for you. Now this morning they was talking about the Great Wood trade with the Dallas, but then that didn't go through because the Bucks refused to trade Bobby Portis for that.
Mhm.
And then I was about the guys you wanted from the Nets. That was
Royce
but
O'Neal and Finney Smith.
they wanted a lot. They wanted a lot for
Oh,
that.
that's a lot. They want a
Yeah.
lot. They want first round picks for those guys. That's too much.
Come on, man. Them dudes ain't worth first round picks.
First round pick
Yep.
for
Dude,
Even
what they
Dorian
average
Finney
5 points a
Smith
game.
or
You
Royce
want a first
O'Neal
round
is.
pick for a dude that's averaging 6 points a game? Yeah, okay.
Can you imagine?
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
that's a ripple. That's highway robbery, and they say Raptors want a first round pick for Bruce Brown. I said he gotta be crazy. Bruce
Man,
Brown.
I was like, who is your supplier, sir? For you to think that it was okay to call me like that. You drink some water and call me back in a couple hours. Talking crazy like that. Talking about first round picks for utility players. People that don't even average double figures is insane.
Yeah,
That's insane.
That's crazy. 2 first round picks.
Bruh.
And a player. Like, come on, man. Y'all know y'all. What?
That's rip
Alex
off.
Russo.
They wanted multiple first round picks for Murray for Atlanta. Atlanta wanted multiple first round picks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
Who
a
gonna give you
starter.
that? Why do people think it's okay to call people and say stuff like that?
And then where Murray? Murray's still sitting in Atlanta, ain't he?
Right.
He's still in Atlanta, ain't he? That's where he gonna be. If you want you ain't getting 2 first round picks from Murray. That's all they say. Was like, nah, we good, bro. You tripping.
Right, that is it. You tripping and just slowly hang up the phone like, you tripping.
Yeah, you tripping, man. Get up out of here. 2 first round picks. A first round pick for Caruso. Man, please, man. I'll give you a couple $100 and
right.
like Caruso. Man, come on, man. Y'all know y'all playing.
Let me ask y'all this though. Do you think the young guys will start playing more now that they're starting to see that they're seeing the value? Doc is seeing the value. And what have you heard? Finish what you were saying, Daniel. We pivoted. Go ahead, Daniel. Before we
Bulls, they wanted multiple first round picks for Caruso. The 76ers tried to get Andre Drummond. That's the guy we should get.
Right.
But
yep.
For him.
Well, no. Wait. Did you say they wanted multiple first round picks for Andre Drummond?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like the action process was ridiculous. It's like, man, nobody to give you for that for Andre Drummond. Dude just started playing again. He just started playing. He was on the bench for like half a season. Without
that's highway robbery right there.
He used multiple. Multiple means plural. That's crazy.
That's too much.
I think Bizback Biombo, like Liz said, is good enough.
That I agree. Yeah, Bizback. And we better quit playing before somebody else pick him up.
I was saying that for months, but what is John Horst doing? I was saying that for months from the Grizzlies with him. The Bucks supposed to grab him right then and then, and they never did it. So I hope
we gotta think about this. We was 33 and like what 15 with our team playing full healthy. Like we ain't been healthy since.
That's a fact.
Healthy, we're still very hard to beat without Pat Bev.
Right.
With Pat Bev and healthy, we're gonna be very, very hard to beat.
Right.
And then if we get Bismack Biombo,
we've been playing nothing but. We've been playing nothing but West.
Go ahead, Daniel.
I'm sorry. I answer your point. We was playing nothing but West teams this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
The East teams. The East teams you're talking about we're on the road.
Mm-hmm.
We just started playing the West teams, they said.
Well, we played. I mean, what was the last time we played the East team? I believe. What was the last time?
Yeah, we went on a road trip, a West Coast road trip.
We just started playing the West teams when the year turned around. So
the year turned around. Yeah.
But we was injured, so it was like we injured. We changed our coach.
Facts.
We got all these changes, and those changes take time to solidify. And people got new roles. People got to adjust to new voices. Those things take time. Dame's gonna get the ball more. Giannis gonna get the ball less. But we're not really worried about Giannis. It's really everybody else. Adjusting and fitting in. Pat Babs gonna get more time. Hopefully, Pat will get less time. We know Pat Babs gonna get a lot more time.
Oh yeah, because
who wants to see Pat Connaughton win the point guard again? Like, come on now, like that's crazy.
Insane. He wasn't terrible, but you could see the lack of athleticism and dribbling. He was out there dribbling like John Havlicek.
This ain't 1962. Like, come on now, this is crazy to have Pat Connaughton at point guard. Like, he the play. This ain't that type of NBA. So we
Oh,
come on.
I'd have
So
rather
I
AJ
mean,
Green been in there. Let's get them likes up, Bucks Nation. We
I
grinding
just
after
think
all
that
these games. Hit the like button, y'all.
I think a lot of
Appreciate it.
Bucks fans are really just on a down because we losing. Bucks ain't used to losing, but when we won the championship, we didn't have the best record in the league.
Right.
Thank
We
you,
lost
Ponte.
quite a
Facts.
few
Facts.
games.
Talk to
We
him,
lost quite
Pronte.
a
No,
few
no, no. Keep
games
talking.
because
man.
we still won the championship because they were working on stuff and getting stuff put together. All we have to do
Right.
is get healthy in the playoffs. When we're healthy, we're hard to beat with AJ. Hey, what's his name? Griffin. With
Griffin.
Doc.
Shout
Dr.
out
Griffin.
Patricia.
We were hard to beat. With Doc in a healthy Bucks and then some additions like Pat Bev and maybe a Biz Mabiama, we're gonna be way harder to beat. Especially we're gonna be way harder to beat. We know the defense is improving already. We know that Giannis kind of likes what Doc is doing.
Right.
They need more practice time. They need Middleton. Middleton got to play back-to-backs in the playoffs. You know, Dame ain't got to play back-to-backs in the
He
playoffs.
can't play back to backs. He can't play if it's under 30 degrees. He can't
I know. I
play
get tired.
if the
I'm
if
tired.
the if the humidity is too high in the arena. He got to sit out.
Yeah, like he's a high maintenance player for
He's
sure.
very high maintenance.
He's like too high maintenance. It's sickening to watch. Like dude is
That's
super high
right.
maintenance. Like
That's
dude,
And
like
he
it's
this.
getting 30 million to be babied and
That's
coddled is wild.
Hey,
That's what I told you, man. But he robbed the Bucks big
They
time.
did. When he got
They
that little
with
injury, they
30.
damn near wanted to bring out the stretcher and the medic for him. So they wanted him.
they put him in a boot. They put him in a full body cast.
Man,
I'm like, this
nobody
dude.
had, bro, for
Who's
real.
spraying his
Man,
ankle got a full body cast on? What is he doing?
My man said they should wrap him in bubble wrap. Shout out to Amtrak. Said they should wrap Middleton in bubble wrap.
Yeah, dude tripping, man. Like, dude.
Hey,
Like, you
one
was
question
walking
right now.
after that, bro. You
Mhm.
walked to the locker room on your own power. Now you in a
I got a
wheelchair
boot.
with
Right.
a boot on. Like, come on, man.
Crutches.
Man.
He
Like,
did that so he
come on.
wouldn't get traded. He think he's slick. I saw what you did there. You weren't that hurt. He's like, they can't trade me if I look hurt. I got y'all.
Hey,
But
Yeah.
this offseason, they better trade Middleton. I think they should trade him for Miles Bridges. Get Miles
Oh, I would do
Bridges.
that in a heartbeat.
Trade him for
man,
Miles
that'd
Oh,
be
in a
Bridges.
heartbeat.
Middleton can go
yes.
home back to the Carolinas, and Miles Bridges can come to the Bucks. You know, because they're gonna get rid of Miles Bridges. They don't need him, so they gonna trade him.
They're rebuilding. I'm gonna tell
this.
y'all, this is gonna be one of the wildest off seasons that we've seen in quite some time after this year. I guarantee it's gonna be wild this off season. It's gonna be very wild.
That the Bucks
Question
not
right
win a championship. I can guarantee you, the Middleton's gone. The Bucks don't win a championship. Middleton's gone. They're gonna find a way to trade Middleton.
Okay, let me bring that to Pronte. I like what you just said. So, Bucks Nation, how do y'all feel about that? Do you feel that Middleton should be traded in the offseason? If we don't win a championship, do you trade Middleton? I feel like that should be on the table. Y'all let me know in the comment section. I'll put them up here. Y'all let me know. Would you trade Chris Middleton in the offseason if we do not win a championship? Do you trade him if we win a championship? Has his time come to an end? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Good statement there, Pronte. Go ahead, bro.
I trade him. Go ahead, Daniel. I mean, I trade him if he do win. And that's a good point too. Because who want to watch this? Oh, I'm injured. I'm not injured. Like, man, yeah, trade him if we do win too. Like, all right, one time you did good, man. Go. Because he might be more tradable if we win. So okay, you gonna get Middleton and some picks. You know, you gonna get Miles Bridges with some first round picks for no reason.
Shout out to RJ back.
Hey, you remember when we won a championship? I remember Emran's like, man, I still want Fire Bud, man.
Yeah, bro, I was dead serious. Yeah, I still want Bud Fire. Yeah, that don't move me. That's my wife be saying. She's like, you don't got no empathy. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, get him out of there.
Beasley's a problem, but Beasley's a role player. Like Beasley's gonna be up and down. He should start. That's the problem. He got a sweetheart deal if he got to start because he shouldn't be starting. He should be coming off the bench like AJ Green, doing the same thing AJ Green just did. Sparking the team up off the bench with threes. That's what she do. And then she sit back down when he get cold.
That's it. But to be honest, I'm gonna be real for you. I don't know if, besides that 0 for 4, which was kind of weird. I really haven't seen AJ Green come in and not be hot.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Since he's been a Buck, I have yet to see him really not be hot.
I feel like he got predictable shots. His shots is more reliable than most of the Bucks players. Like if he missing, he barely missing. But you know that's his thing. He's a 3-point artist. That's what he do. He like Duncan Robinson.
But I think he's better than Duncan. He's more athletic than Duncan Robinson or Joe Harris.
Gotta get him in the game more.
You got to.
I think Doc saw that right away because AJ Griffin wasn't playing him.
Correct.
Griffin wasn't playing him at all. And Doc started playing him right away. So that one practice they had, dude must have showed him that he can knock down some shots.
So do y'all think that that's the player that he was talking about that he wants to get more playing time out of the young guys? Is it AJ Green?
I think so. Ajax.
Well, go ahead, Daniel.
I mean, Marjan or Ajax, but he saw AJ Green. He probably like, wait a minute. I'm looking at the other guys. I see this guy. He's just popping them.
Did you say and the thing, if you notice, he's just not a spot up shooter. What I did see today with AJ Green, he can come off the screen and he can dribble and get a little bit of space. So he has a little bit more tools in his tool bag than I would say a Duncan Robinson or even a Joe Harris that are more catch and shoot. He has a little bit more of a skill set in AJ Green. And did you see him take it to the hole? I saw him take it to the hole. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. Beasley, you better watch out.
Yeah, because who you trust more to make a shot? Pat Connaughton or AJ Green?
AJ Green. I might trust AJ Green more than anybody on the team damn near to hit a shot. AJ Green is wet, bro. It looked good coming off the release.
Yeah, you just surprised he missed. Like, dang, he missed.
Right, it's just like that.
Like, dang, he missed that because he just
right. He missed how he did that. Right.
And if that Bucks been dealing this,
I get a little thing I would like to add to the pie. I think the Milwaukee Bucks should give Marjan Beauchamp Chris Middleton spot and have Chris come off the bench. You know why I say that? Because I don't think Chris have the legs in no more. Because Beauchamp get younger legs so it could run and to keep up with the pace. Doc need to do that. Let Middleton come off the bench with the second unit with Portis and Beasley and the other rest of the guys and Pat and just start Beauchamp in there so we could continue to get his confidence level. Like, because Middleton ain't gonna cut it. He play this game, next game, he can't play back to back. No. This getting ridiculous. We paying a man $30 million.
But that's why he can't come off the bench though either. It's hard to say you got a bench player coming off the bench and getting 30. Like, that's wild. I understand what you're saying, but that's what management is gonna say. We're paying him $30 million. How are you gonna let him come off the bench with $30 million? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the problem with that. I agree with you, but it would have to be like that. $30 million for a bench.
That's a lot. That's too much, man.
That's a lot. Daniel, how you feel about that?
I agree with you. I think he should come off the bench, but like Emma said, they paid him $30 million,
bro.
$30 million. I was shocked when they even paid him that much. I'm like, at least I said we was talking 5 or maybe 20.
20. That's what we like. 20. Right.
All of a sudden, I don't know what he better get his agent. He better got his agent a gift or something because he got him 30. Like, I don't know how that happened, but
and that was a discount. Never forget. He gave us a hometown discount. Never forget.
Yeah. Well, he took a pay cut. He did take a pay cut, but he got a gift. He got a gift because he ain't got 4 or 5 years left. What is his contract?
He said, "What are we talking about?"
He ain't got 4 years left. Like, what are you talking about? Like, man, this dude ain't even got a whole season in him. What are we talking? Dude gonna play like 30 games a season. He gonna play 40 games a season. He might as well come off the bench. And it don't matter if you come off the bench.
Would that bother y'all though? Wouldn't that bother you though that you paying somebody to come off the bench to make $30 million?
That's too much. That's too much.
No, something wrong with it. It's like
they can't put him on the bench though, because then if they try to trade him, they gonna say exactly what you just said. Who gonna pay? I ain't paying 30. I ain't trading for a player that come off the bench and make $30 million a year.
There we go. Yeah, that's the problem. Right.
So they gotta pretend he a starter. They gotta sell him. He a starter. He a starter. He a starter
He's
until
Right.
starting.
they trade him. They got to do it. But if he perform in the playoffs, he gonna be tradable because people are like, well, we need him. He come up in the
Right.
playoffs. He can score. We just need Jordan to stay. Is Jordan staying in Charlotte? We just need Jordan to stay in Charlotte. He'll get him. Jordan will sign anybody. So
Jordan
he might
sold
give
the
him.
he sold the Hornets
Oh man,
for
see
like
now
1.3 billion or something like that.
Jordan
That
would have
man
signed him
can't
for a
lose.
max contract.
Uh,
Jordan would have max contract him out. We'd have been.
I
He
I
might
would
have
like
traded
for us to
LaMelo.
get.
I
I
will
would
say
like for
Pat
us to get.
Connaughton is better than Gordon Hayward though. But go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would
I,
like. It will be a dream come true, guys. If we could get Miles Bridges on this thing, it will be a dream come true if
Oh
we
yeah,
could
that would
get
help a
Bridges.
great deal.
that's what Miles
Man,
Bridges. They was trying to trade Miles Bridges. He wouldn't let him. he blocked all the trades. They said. He said the dude had a
I would want to
dude
stay in
blocked.
Charlotte too if I was him. Charlotte cracking. Shout out to the Epic
Yeah,
Center.
and he got his baby mamas there. He got to stay
Right.
close.
And that's
So, but they
crazy.
trade him next off season. They finna find a way to get rid of him. So he gonna have to. He might as well get the package. If they try to trade you that bad, they gonna trade you. But
I
I
don't
think
blame
the
him for not
Bucks.
wanting to leave Charlotte. Man,
Yeah, I
Charlotte
don't blame
dope.
him
Shout
either.
out to CIAA when it was there. Great event. Shout out.
So Brooklyn's still holding on to your boy. They still holding on to Finney Smith. They still ain't want to let him go.
They
They
don't even
still
play
ain't
him.
want to let him.
So it's
Yeah,
funny.
Finney Smith is somebody like those utility players. We'll be able to pick them up in the offseason. I'm telling you, we're gonna do a soft reset this offseason because I think it's evident we need to get younger and longer. So I do
Yep.
think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say a full reset, but it's gonna be a soft reset where this team is gonna look dramatically different from this year to next year. I truly believe that. I think the only
Well,
people that we can guarantee will be on this team are like AJ Green, Giannis, Dame, Ajax. I think everyone else is up for grabs, depending on the offer.
Mhm.
I'm dead serious. I
because
feel
what
that
you
way.
call it? What he
That's
say?
including
What he
Brooks,
say?
Chris, all of them up.
He
Come
said.
on, clean
Doc
them out.
said. Dog told Dame like stop being so passive, man. We building our team around you and
Right.
Giannis, so you can do that. Man, shoot the ball. He had to tell him that, man. You trying to get too many players, but you talking like you Pat Connaughton. Man, you better shoot the ball. We ain't building a team around Pat
Damn,
Connaughton.
unnecessary.
He said, man, you better shoot the ball. We're gonna build this team around you and Giannis. So we gonna go
Yeah,
as y'all go.
but you gotta. I would respect Dame for not trying to come in and just go G, knowing this is Giannis's team and just trying to fit in. But it has to be a happy median as well. You got to be you while allowing him to be him. That's why they got to figure out that pick and roll because they both eat that way. The pick and roll they both eat. When Murray and Jokic are in that pick and roll, it is devastating. You can't do nothing about it. And that's how it should be with the Bucks. Every game, every practice should be nothing but pick and rolls. That's it. And how to screen. I saw 2 good screens today. Everybody else is like that walkthrough, like you trying to get through the crowd, where you kind of walk sideways trying to get through, but you ain't touching nobody. That's how our screens are right now. We don't put no man on man to get the actual separation. I saw a couple. I'm like, oh, see, you got separation. Then you dug to the rim and got a layup. We need to start working on our fundamentals and execution and some of this stuff too. Some of this is execution. The issues that we're having is execution.
That
Go
part that
ahead,
might
Daniel.
have to. No, I'm sorry. The sad part of that is might have to take the off season for that to happen because remember Dame didn't even do nothing this past
Yeah.
off season. Practice no nothing. Now, if whatever happens this season, Giannis and Dame need to be together, practicing together. Each other. I'm talking about we going to. Wherever they got to do everything together because for them to be linked like even closer with Murray and Jokic is, they got to know each other like that. Like because that's how it's that. Because right now we're throwing much together and seeing what's going to be cooking, but once you get that petite meal that you thought you was going to get with them, it's going to come eventually. But it's got to take time.
No, I'm with you. Go ahead, Pronte, then you, Gibson.
Yeah, I just think that we got Bucks fans got to be patient. We gotta be patient. I think we're gonna have a good team in the end. I think that we're gonna be a title contender in the end. Whether we win it or not, that's up for grabs. But that's always up for grabs. I was at the Bucks game when Giannis got injured. And I was like, you can see the air go out the stadium.
Right,
And it was like,
right,
ooh,
right,
ooh. And it was like, that's rough for the series. And kind of you could tell we were gonna like the momentum had shifted in that series as soon as he got injured. We beat probably Boston with Middleton. You see what I'm saying? So
right,
I believe we beat Miami if Giannis never gets injured because I was at the game. I think they win game one eventually. Because they really didn't have an answer for Giannis except Kevin Love bridging them.
right,
So, I think we win that series and we move on and we beat the Knicks and we battle in Boston healthy
right,
with a full squad for the first time. That's a different challenge for Boston in the playoffs because now you got to do have to worry about Middleton and not just Drew Holiday
right,
and Giannis. So now if we can keep Dame healthy and we can somehow drag Middleton with him healthy in that matchup, I think we got a chance.
I
With a
agree.
better solid coach like that, we got a chance to beat Boston because we know the Knicks. I mean, people are saying the Knicks, yeah, okay, yeah. I don't
That's what
see it. I don't see it. I mean, who is their superstar?
Right,
Like, who is their
Jalen
superstar? You don't win a championship with no superstars. Like, man, come on. Like, so they're gonna get put out eventually. So they nice. They excited from New York. They're gonna make the NBA a lot of money.
mm-hmm,
But that's about it. They're not winning the championship. They're not a serious talent title contender. I'm sorry, Jalen Brunson. He's good.
right.
We know what Julius Randle gonna do in the playoffs. He gonna go 5 for 30.
Man, they they
Um,
they put 93 gas in an 87 team. That's all. They
yeah,
put
because
93
but
gas in
they
an
just but
87
even
team.
Knicks just
That's
know what
all.
the Knicks know how to make money.
Right,
They getting their fan base hyped up, and then they gonna load up all them assets and try to trade for a Giannis.
right, right,
Really, they want a Giannis.
right.
They don't care about the
No,
picks they got.
Randall or Brunson. They'll trade
They
both of
want
them
a
for to get Giannis.
they
Facts.
want a Giannis. They want a superstar in New York. They load up to get a superstar for next year. They know they're not winning a championship. They want a superstar. And that's why they gathering all them picks and they holding all them assets so they can just unload and say, we got all these people. You want them? I'll take a Donovan Mitchell.
Right. That's
I'll
who I
take
would
a
want.
Giannis.
Something like that. Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell would be a different.
and that's what they're doing. So the Knicks is just loading up for next year. They're gonna win
Mm,
a lot of games, make the NBA some money, get their fans excited. That's what they should do as an organization.
right.
They doing their thing. But for the Bucks, we're the real title contenders. Us, Miami, and Boston. It's the
Boston.
same three teams. It's the same three teams. I mean, Cleveland is coming. I would say Cleveland too. I'm gonna put
Right.
Cleveland up there because they got some strong, really good players. They're gonna be
Right.
tough. I mean,
and they got
especially
a
when
lot.
they get healthy. But the
They got
Bucks
a
fans will be ready because we gonna be looking good by the end of March. Once we get through that gauntlet of March and we healthy and we play all those real teams and we get battle tested, I think by the time the playoffs come, we're gonna be ready to go. You
Yeah, this
know,
is trial by fire, Bucks fans. You got to understand, we got the second toughest schedule in the NBA in the second half of the season. This is trial by fire. This is actually good because these losses are going to build character, and we're going to get better and learn from that. We're going to be battle tested by the playoffs because we playing playoff caliber teams all the way down the stretch. So when the playoffs start, it ain't going to be no transition for us. We already ready. We've been battling y'all for the last three months. So I'm telling y'all, at the end, I think the Bucks will do what they need to do. And like I said, it's trial by fire. Steel sharpens steel. We'll get better from this. We'll get better.
I mean,
We
we
got to
just
get
gotta be
healthy.
healthy. We just gotta
Healthy.
be healthy.
trouble later.
Uh, my take is right on, but what the Bucks front office need to realize now that say, okay, yes, we understand that Middleton win a championship with the team, but like what you said a little earlier, I think in the off season the Bucks have to move on from Middleton. Trust me, we have. He helped us right there. His time was there, but I think it's time to turn to another new leaf to bring someone with good stay healthy. We ain't needing someone with good. You injured this day, and that ain't helping. We need to be more consistent and our guys to help. Be honest, we cannot wear him down. We putting too much load on
And
Giannis right
I
now. I
agree
feel
with
like
that. I completely agree with that.
Yeah, I agree
I
with
don't
that.
want
And
to wear him out in the regular season either. That's what I'm
gets
saying. I
him,
want to get him a couple DNPs. I want him to start some load management. Real talk.
but you gotta
wearing
think
him out.
about look at Minnesota. Last year they had
And,
got Rudy Gobert, right?
Right.
Now look at them this year with Rudy Gobert. A whole different team, way better team now. that chemistry clicked in, and look at them now. So you kind of give it some time. It took them a whole year to figure out how to work together with Cat and
Right.
Rudy and Anthony Edwards, and it's
Right.
working out. It's a formidable team. So you losing to the number one seed in the West ain't really a bad thing because that's possible. They are no chumps. So, but I just think that we need to be patient. We got Giannis. Giannis is a dog. He's a real dog in the playoffs.
Right.
Giannis is a dog in the playoffs.
I
And then
agree.
we got Middleton. Middleton is actually a dog in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So if Middleton can play in the playoffs, we got a dog, and Dame is a dog in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So all we need is our role player to get in line and do what they gonna do. Jay Crowder can be a dog in the playoffs.
So let's just say this, Pronte. We need our bench to show up.
We need our
Not
bench to
too
get in
soon.
their roles and do what they supposed to do in their roles. And once we start seeing that happen, and they start understanding what they supposed to do in their roles, we know that's how we're gonna be ready for the playoffs because you're gonna start to see it. You gonna see AJ Green knowing what shots
Right.
he's supposed to get. He gonna be knocking them down. You gonna see Pat Bev on that number one guard, slowing them down and
And
making
that's
them
gonna
mad.
help Dame too, not having to guard the best player, even though Malik was, but it's gonna be even better with Pat because he causes so much pressure. He's Drew like with his defense. He's Drew-ish with his defense.
I mean, he got the number one defensive rated in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing it. He was doing
And
it.
for
He
all
got
the
like
Dame narrative, did y'all see what I posted in the Facebook group
what happened?
about because they're not talking about Dame defense and his defense is ranked higher than Brunson. All these people that nobody ever talks about their defense. And
I
I was
saw
just
it.
like,
It was ranked better than you thought it would be.
Right. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. There's sometimes people just run with narratives like sheep instead of actually watching.
Yeah, it was ranked better than you thought it would be. I saw it too. I was
He
like, okay,
got right, yeah.
The third best defense rating on the team.
Right.
So
bro.
So
what do you want from me?
Him.
Right. What do you want from
Portis
me?
had a terrible defensive rating.
You said who?
Bobby Portis.
Oh, but see, but everybody loved Bobby. They don't even want to talk about that defense. That's the thing, though. It's like, narratives. It's just part of the game. But exactly, Bobby P does not play defense. He can rebound, but doesn't play defense.
And that's why we really need another big, because Bobby P can't play defense. That's why we need Biombo. Because Bobby P ain't out here defending nobody. And then if he gets shut down, he like, what are you gonna do with him? But sit him on the bench. So you can't have somebody just getting cooked in the playoffs like that. In the regular season, but in the playoffs, no, you can't just be giving up Bobby on him, layup, and then you can't pass the Bobby on a fast break.
Like I've been the series against the Nets a couple years ago. He didn't play a game.
Yeah. He didn't play a game. Yeah. They benched Bobby the whole. I remember them benching Bobby the whole series.
Right, like I remember.
He didn't play a game. He barely played. He barely played in the finals. Like, they was sitting him down. So it was like Bobby. They put PJ Tucker in. PJ Tucker took his spot.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's like Bud didn't have confidence in him in the playoffs because he saw him getting cooked.
He's just not the same guy against quality opponents for whatever reason. He like the bottom feeders. Like probably tomorrow, Bobby might have 20 against the Hornets.
So because they're gonna focus so much on Giannis, they're gonna collapse. He don't get his wide open shots
and get the back. Yeah, and that's when you love Bobby. When you look like, damn, look at Bobby's game. You fall in love with Bobby's offense where you forget about the defense. You know what I'm saying? And his energy and toughness. And then
it ain't because he can't jump, because it's just because he don't move his feet.
Right.
He don't because a lot of players, PJ Tucker ain't jumping out the gym.
Right.
He's sliding his feet and using his body. Bobby Portis don't slide his feet and use his body on defense. And for him to be so tough,
he's a reacher.
He reaches. He doesn't move his feet. He pushes. He just ain't a defender. It ain't about hops on defense. Because we ain't getting Patrick Beverley because he blocking shots, or he super athletic. Patrick Beverley gonna slide his feet and get in front of somebody. That's how you play defense.
We'll remember this comment during playoff time. Manuel Tony 3.
What'd he say? Okay.
Laughing out loud. Remember how you guys were geeked? Hold on, let me put this up here because this is gonna be bulletin board material. Remember how you guys were geeked up when you beat the Celtics? Ha ha ha. You're like, oh man, let's keep it rolling. We could really catch a roll. Ha ha ha. Y'all trash. Okay, we'll see when playoff time comes, sir. I remember this. We got this on record. I hope to see you during playoff time, sir.
Question right now, but first, I got two questions I would like to present. First of all, I would love to write a letter to send to the league office of the officiating to find out how could I get this letter to them, and so I could send this letter. No, I would like to write this letter to the officiating league office to find out why is it the Bucks do not get no calls. Pot gets smacked in the face. The referee turn a blind eye. The minute our guys start to play tough defense on the guy, you hear peep. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We have to be fair in this league. If the other team hit my guy, I have all the right as a coach. The charge had the referee to find out what the hell are you doing. You can't see the guy just bloody my guy's face and you no calls. But the minute my guys start to play tough nose defense,
that's Gibson.
It's a problem.
Would you call a foul for Pat Connaughton after watching him play? You would just think he was trash. You think he just missed. You ain't call no foul. Like why would they? You probably think why would they have to foul you? And that's all that's about. They just be like, why did they foul you? You just do this anyway. So you can't. Pat Connaughton ain't getting no foul calls. I'm not calling foul for Pat Connaughton. I ain't gonna even lie.
That was wild that you said they should call foul content. That was wild, bro. That was too far. A call is a call. That was too far.
You know that's what the ref was thinking. You know that's what the ref was thinking. He looked at him
like you, right? Just like he's like you, right?
No, not that one front is like when Giannis getting hacked, they hacking him. They hacking him and no calls. That's the one I mean. Like no calls.
You know what? Giannis get a lot of calls, but he don't get enough calls. I'll tell you that. Because they would have to be calling a foul every time.
Hey man, Will, is your back arched in this photo, sir? And you talking crazy? Is your back arched? Yeah. In your avatar here, man, you better knock it off before I go in on you and start. Hey, you better relax. I'm a roasted Hall of Famer. You better relax. Your avatar look like your back is arched with that pose. You better relax. You better relax before I go in on you.
Gonna be really arched by the back at the end of the season.
right. You better
team get bent over. He gonna be really arcing.
Amber, why they don't talk when the Clippers went in Boston and destroyed them by 30? Why they don't never bring up that statistic? If you want, I could go get the facts.
That is a big market team. Everybody wants to see the big market teams go well because they make the money. Yeah. That's why the Knicks is all they talking about. Oh, Brunson is probably one of the best 2-3 point guards in the NBA. He's a superstar. He should be starting. Jason Tatum. He should be the MVP. He's outstanding. He's this and that. Blah blah blah. He ain't got no banners up there. I don't want to hear about no players that got no banners. So what you doing? Giannis got a banner. Jokic got a banner. Kawhi got a banner.
Crazy part about that. You know, crazy part about all that. They do everything they can to discredit that championship and that banner and his MVPs. They do everything they can to try. And that's the sad part. They don't even want to accept it.
They know they can't discredit it though. How you gonna discredit? He bought a championship to Milwaukee.
Right.
The refs didn't give him no calls. The refs didn't give him no calls. He dropped a 50-piece in the game to close out the game. You can't really discredit him at all. He came back from an injury where he dang near tore his knee out and dominated the whole series. He was dominant in that series. That was probably one of the best finals performances I ever seen.
And shout out to K Mid for doing what he did during that playoff run to allow Giannis the rest for them couple of days where Middleton
he was dropping 42.
Man, Middleton was hoping. When you see that for Middleton, when you know what he can do in the playoffs, it frustrates you so much during the regular season to see him.
Because you know you might not see him there. You're like, dang, we just want him to see him there because he can ball in the playoffs.
He can ball in the playoffs, bro. Even Pat Connaughton give you a little something more in the playoffs. He up his volume from 2 to 4.
Yeah.
But Daniel and Fondo, you see what Boston did? They went out and hog up all the big man them because they know that they have to hurry grab these bigs. They get Tillman, they get Porzingis, that injury prone. and they get Al Horford, that old goofer who Giannis supposed to put on the poster, that old clown, and they get Tatum, who think he is something which ain't nothing, he ain't never have no MVP, he ain't on Giannis level, because they should, the Boston fan in this chat should be ashamed, because why? Giannis carried him to game 7 without his second best player. They should be ashamed of that. They shouldn't even try to come in this chat to try to talk trash to us as Bucks fans. We have a banner. What Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown have? Nothing. How many times they went to the finals and win? Nothing. So they need to sit down and keep quiet. Don't get on this chat. They need to stay on their chat. Don't come in this chat trying to act for smoke. Because if they trying to act for smoke, I could go get facts. I could go and dig up all the facts. I got facts. I got proof. I could send it in the
Who the
chat.
last team to win a championship from the East?
The Bucks.
Oh,
The Bucks.
oh,
So all
right.
they doing is talking. Like y'all, till y'all win a championship, shut up. Like y'all ain't won no championship. You know, y'all we still run the East because y'all get there and y'all choke.
Right.
And we
Oh,
get there and we finish the job. You know, y'all talking all that smoke. Y'all catching us when we injured.
Thank you.
Miami,
Exactly.
you caught us when we were injured.
Fine.
How about that's lucky? Boston, you caught us when we were injured. How about it was lucky you made it to the finals? Because you ain't never caught us when you healthy. And when we beat you, we played y'all when we was healthy and we beat the brakes off of y'all.
Right.
We beat the
What?
brakes off of you. We beat the brakes off of Miami when we won the championship, and we beat the brakes off of Boston when we were healthy. And they know that.
1 second, bro. This is hilarious. Maurice said Giannis set screens like he just tested positive for COVID is wild.
Oh, come on, man.
That is wild. Wow. That is he test positive for COVID is crazy. Go ahead, Rate. That was crazy.
Yeah, Giannis is not a great screen setter. He probably never will be. Giannis don't
That's
like
his
setting
only
screens.
flaw. That's his only flaw.
He don't like setting
can't set
screens.
no
He just don't like doing it. He do not like setting screens. You know he don't. You can just tell he like, man, let me slip to this basket.
Right, that's what he do. That's literally what he do. He comes like, oh, you know what? Let me just slide on over here. Like, nah.
Like, man, go ahead, man. Look.
Go ahead, man. Right. Go ahead.
Man. I don't know why they got me out here setting screens like I'm Pat Connaughton. Like, you gotta go somewhere. I'm not Jay Crowder. Like, say, man, look, give me the ball and let me score 50. Giannis just want to score. He don't want to set screens, but he need to learn how to set screens for Dame.
For Dame, that's the only reason. And now, to be honest, with AJ Green.
Yeah.
Period. The shooters, and even Beasley hot, you get him a good screen where he can come in, square his shoulders and set his feet. He can hit. This was an awful night for him, but I think this was more of an anomaly for Beasley. I don't expect him to have another a stinker like this in my chitty voice for a while.
Well, we got to act like Beasley's not untouchable. Beasley, the coach got to say, well, when he's shooting bad, take him out the game. It's really that simple.
Yep.
You know, he going to shoot bad sometimes because he's a shooter. You know, shooters go through these things. So is AJ Green. However, you can take AJ Green out of the game, but you can't take Beasley out of the game. That's the problem. You know, sometimes
that is the problem. That is the problem. That is the problem.
Take him out the game.
That is the problem.
AJ Green in the game. It ain't really that hard to figure out. You know, and we know that AJ Green, Giannis, since he saw AJ Green, he gonna start passing the ball all the time.
Right.
You know how Giannis is. He gonna start giving him dribble handoffs. He gonna start looking for him in the corner, and he gonna always kick out to him. He gonna suck in the defense just so that man can get a shot. Because Giannis want those assists. He want to win.
Right.
You know, I wish he would stop. Him and Dame, for some reason, love to pass to Pat Connaughton though. And I'd be like, why? All the people that you pass to, why you keep passing to him? We know he missing. They have so much faith in Pat Connaughton. Him and Dame, dude, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Right. He got something on somebody in the organization. That's it.
They love that dude.
I just would like to say something. I am really proud of AJ Green tonight. Let's give him a shout out. Let's give him his rise. I'm really, really excited about him because that moron Griffin had him glue on that bench, and we have the talent on the bench. We just not even utilizing it. So thanks.
I wish Doc would utilize it too. Yeah. I'm like, use the young players. Don't do this because we get tired of seeing Pat Connaughton. And you keep playing Pat Connaughton again. Y'all keep playing Pat Connaughton. It's crazy. I'd rather see anybody off the bench but Pat Connaughton, to be honest.
Man, they
And
need to have him glued. They need to have him glued to the bench and passing it out or something. White man cannot jump, man. They need to keep him off that floor, man. But then somebody has a let Bochum get a run or something. Let's see what we could get out of Bochum because he get the length. He get the length. You only see he's playing against his cousin because him and Jalen McDaniels, they're family, guys. They're family. Him and Jalen
who?
McDaniels, they're cousins.
Who?
Marjan Bochum and Marjan
Oh,
Bochum
Jalen
and Jalen
McDaniels
McDaniels.
can play. Jalen McDaniels can play some D.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
why he's
surprised
out there.
by
He
him.
a D guy. Yeah.
Dude can play some D. Dude was locking up. I was like, dude was long too. Like
And he
Bochum need to take.
fast. And he fast too. He move his feet. That's what make him good.
Bochum need to take some
He
lessons because if
brother,
he was playing defense like his cousin, you said his cousin, he'd be on the court.
yeah, the cousin, and yeah, his McDaniels brothers play for Toronto. You have a twin brother too. His other brother is in Toronto. He,
Mm.
they have,
See, that's that's the stuff we need to get next year. Some Jalen McDaniels type of players, something like that. That'll help the Bucks out a lot.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
yeah.
I agree.
I think
This a long athletic. This what was this? My man's name Corey, like a Corey Brewer. If y'all remember Corey Brewer from back in the day.
Yep.
High energy play defense. That's what we
I think
need.
that Jason Tatum. If you rely on Jason Tatum, you probably gonna lose. They've been waiting for Jason Tatum to be a superstar for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What
He
Jason
is what he
Tatum
is.
does, he gonna talk about some Kristaps Porzingis is like Pau Gasol, and I'm like Kobe. But if you don't, you're
Right,
not
calm
Kobe.
down, right?
If Kobe had a team we would have no shot at beating y'all at all. If Kobe
Go ahead,
had
Daniel.
Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, and y'all would have we'd have never beat y'all because Kobe ain't the you. You offended Kobe now. Like don't disrespect Kobe like that by saying you Kobe. You a fake Kobe. You know that's like when they were saying, "Oh, there go Baby Jordan." It was Harold Miner.
Right.
Like no, you ain't Baby
Jordan was crazy.
Like you ain't Jordan. You ain't nothing like Jordan. Like you ain't nothing like Kobe.
Jordan.
People don't fear you. They
Right.
just know you gonna shoot. You gonna make some shots one game, and then you gonna miss some shots the next. And that's all it is to it. You a streaky shooter. Look what you did in the finals.
Choke. He choke.
Jaylen Brown didn't lose the finals. You lost the finals. You didn't show up.
That's a fair statement. Hey, Bucks Nation, we going hard. Can we get them likes up to at least 80 likes? We 3 away from the 80 likes. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead, Daniel. Then you get it.
Go ahead, Daniel.
My thing is with Boston, everybody, those fans come in every day talking trash. Let me break down for Boston. You're nothing more than a shoot 3 team. That's all you are.
Yep.
You guys live by the 3, you die by the 3. And last year, you guys in the finals, and what happened? They just took away the 3. You couldn't get inside. You couldn't do none of that. So this team trying to talk trash about it. Like you got Porzingis, he's gonna be hurt. He knows it's gonna happen. Drew Holiday, he got good defense.
Let's not forget about playoff Holiday either. Let's not forget about playoff Holiday. Let's not never forget playoff Holiday stats.
Boston already saw playoff Holiday. He made playoff Holiday most of the season. Who been breaking? Like, they know what playoff Holiday is.
Playoff Holiday most of the season is crazy.
They're gonna be okay in a couple rounds. They're gonna lose again. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
I mean, but they better. They got the favorites. As long as the Bucks is playing like they playing, they're the favorites. That's the thing. If they see a better Buck team, they gonna start to get scared. Because they know they fear Giannis and Dame. They fear the Bucks. Don't let Boston fool you. They know there's one team that can beat them in the East, and it's the Milwaukee Bucks.
Right.
And they know
if Dame is in his bag, it's gonna be very difficult to beat us. Because you already know what you're getting out of Giannis. And then you got Middleton on the back end. We can beat anybody if we're playing our game and we're healthy. We can beat anybody.
The teams in the league is hoping we don't get it together.
Thank you. Talk.
That's what they really hoping because they know we the most dangerous team in the league. The most potentially dominant team in the league is the Bucks.
Project. How bad it was for Boston with when Dame got traded. Guess what team just traded everybody away after that happened? The Boston
Celtics.
All the big guys they had, Gert really. Oh no, we got to mess this up.
We got to blow this all up. This ain't it.
Because we were struggling just stopping Giannis. We got to stop Dame too. So if Dame get to performing and you see a Dame get consistently performing and comfortable, they're going to be scared. They're going to be nervous about playing the ball. They're going to be
nothing
nervous
Drew can do about that.
And they already kind of blew them out bad, and they know it. Mm-hmm. They can say back-to-backs, whatever, but they beat us on back-to-back last year and the year before that.
Thank you.
They can say, but they never lost to the Bucks by 50, 40 points like they did. So,
even when they had us up by 30, we came back on them and almost won.
So it's something that we got.
We might have their number this year. They might be more worried about us than y'all think.
Hey, Amber and Bronte and Daniel, I would like to say something. Somebody bring that up the other day. I was listening and I forget to bring it up in the chat. Now, watch this now. From Tatum coming in the league, now I want any Bucks, not Bucks, not any Boston fan in the chat to hear this, what I'm going to say, and I want them to hear this good. When Tatum get drafted and come in the league, he had a good team around him with good players. He never had a team. Daniel, check this out. Tatum had good players. He ever had a good team. You had a good team. You cannot never say you never had a bad team. Boston was a very good team. He had all the pieces around him. Never could win a championship. Choke. It's like what they were supposed to do. Get rid of Jaylen Brown, because them two, him and Tatum, they cannot be on the same team. Because I look at it, because each of them look like they compete against one another. After he signed that big deal, he's supposed to go somewhere where he could shine. Tatum and Brown, they could always keep that Boston team could always keep failing, because why? Too much egos and pride on the team. They don't want to put their egos aside. That's the problem. Why we think Brad Stevenson had the run? When they hear we make that pick for game, they say, "Oh no, we gotta go get this." But even though they had all these pieces, getting Porzingis, Derek White, I don't see none of them stopping this Bucks team. Even with the addition of Patrick Beverley, watch the difference it can make. Underneath Doc Rivers, watch. When we start to get this machine going together, I don't need no Kendrick Perkins, no Stephen A. Smith. Big up this team. They need to keep that same energy they have. I like to call the hypocrites out. Just how I see it in the Bahamas. When you're saying something bad about us, we call it we call it straight up. So we need Kendrick Perkins, all the rest are analysis to keep that same energy they have when this Bucks team hoist this banner and fires them up. We don't need them now to come praising, because I will be waiting to jump on the comment section to blast them out. They need to keep the same energy. They have to continue pulling for Boston, continue pulling for New York. When they fail, do not jump on this Milwaukee Bucks ship. We're throwing you off the ship.
Gibson, when we won the finals, right? Who did they pick to win? Who did they pick to win the finals? They picked Phoenix.
They picked Phoenix, yeah.
They picked Phoenix.
Phoenix as the best team. They had Phoenix as the best team. They had Phoenix. Because when we went down 2-0,
it was a rush.
When we went down 2-0, when we come back, everybody was shocked. Giannis, them shocked. The world, they were so embarrassed. Stephen A. Smith was embarrassed. He was so embarrassed, you couldn't even talk.
Yeah.
Bro, no, that's definitely true. Definitely true. Well, I'm about to get up out of here in a minute, gentlemen. We're going to get y'all final words. Let's start with Daniel, then Pronte, then we're going to have my man Gibson from the Bahamas take us home. Go ahead, Daniel.
Say to Bucks Nation, pretty much, it's gonna take time. I know losing these games ain't gonna be fun, but like we went through 3 coaches right now, and then we got players. It's pretty much like it's if you think about it, it's pretty much like a preseason. We try to get back into touch with what we're doing, and we're still in 3rd place. Right. The season's right now. What we need to worry about is getting better.
Correct.
Everybody, Knicks and Boston, nothing. Look at last year. Didn't mean nothing. Like 4 years ago, we was 44-7, and we didn't do nothing.
Right.
So this about just getting better. We're not worried about no record. We ain't worried about none of that. We just gotta get better. I understand that we, Boston fans getting on us or whatever, but the point is for Boston, they didn't worry about what they're doing because they got blown out by us, and they had to turn the channel. That's how bad it got. It got
Talk to him. Let's get one more like, y'all. Talk to him.
Boston, You talk about us, not good or anything. You lost to the Lakers.
Right.
Then they had or LeBron James on the
That's a
court.
fact. That never
I
forget.
You lost to a
You are
team that
done.
didn't even have their best players, and you want to talk to us? You want to laugh at us?
Man,
So
that's a
Boston Boston like that girl that always want to talk crap to you to the side, and you look at him like, why are you in my feet for? Why ain't my
Right.
DMs for? Leave me alone. Like, ain't you on top right now? No, you
Right.
ain't nothing.
Lord.
So stop saying, get off my D. That's all I'm gonna say for Boston fans. Get off my D. Go worry about your team. So,
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, Prate.
Man, hey, he said it, man. But you know what, Bucks fans, be calm.
Thank you.
Be calm, because the storm is coming, and we are the storm. So be calm. The league know what's coming. They don't. We got the coach. We got the stars. We just need the role players to get us through the regular season. That's all we need. I mean, that's all we really need, because the storm is coming in the playoffs. Once we get that practice time, we build that chemistry. They know what's up. I mean, who made it to the finals last year from the East? An eighth seeded team.
Right.
You know,
Miami Heat. Right.
Miami, but they had the pedigree. Guess who
Right.
else got the pedigree? The
The
Bucks
Bucks.
got the pedigree.
Ooh.
We got the
Hit them
pedigree.
with
We
the
got championship
facts.
DNA. They know we got championship DNA. They hoping that we tank so they ain't got to talk about us hosting that trophy up at it. So they ain't got to come to Milwaukee in June. But guess what? They're going to be in Milwaukee in June. They're going to be in
There
Milwaukee
we
in
go.
June.
Thank you.
They're going to be in Milwaukee in June, and they know it. They know it. Don't let them fool you. They know that after the All-Star break is when the real season starts.
Thank you.
You know, everybody knows that when the real teams start locking in after the All-Star break, they start fine-tuning their team. After the All-Star break, the trade deadline is over. Everybody knows everybody's locked in, and they finna start competing. The real teams are going to show up. But guess what? The Bucks are the most dangerous teams in the East. Are the two teams that are not at the top: Miami and the Bucks. Nobody will want to play us. I don't care what seed we're in. I don't care how much stuff they talk in the regular season. They're not going to want to play us in the playoffs, especially if we're healthy. They're not
I
going to want
agree
to
with
play us
that.
because we're going to be ready. And when we lock in, when the Bucks lock in, and we ain't seen a full lock in from the Bucks all year, but we seen like 3/4. When we lock in offensively and defensively, we can dismantle a team. We can break a team's pride and spirit. We can make them feel like bums. And I guess the league finna get that bum treatment come playoff time. So y'all block in, y'all. We gonna remember these times. We like remember we was losing all these games.
Right. There we go. Yeah.
Now we dominating all those teams. Indiana dancing at home, watching us on YouTube, watching our
Right.
highlights while they on what they in Cancun. Because we about to send them
1, 2,
all to
3
Cancun.
Cancun.
They're gonna
Right.
be
1,
watching
2,
us from
3
Cancun come
Cancun. Right.
playoff time, and they know it. They can be happy. See, those teams are happy to make the playoffs.
Right.
We just got one goal. And that's to host the title. That's it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
to host that trophy. We ain't happy to make the finals. We
Mm.
ain't happy to get to Boston. We beat all those teams before. We want the big thing, and that's all we locked in on. That's all we made our moves for. That's all we made our trades for. That's why we got Dan. That's why we got Doc. That's why we traded Griffin. You know, because we are going to Giannis, Dame, Middleton in the playoffs. You got to beat us in 7.
Yeah.
You got to beat us in 7. You got to beat us in 7. That's all we got. That's all.
In my heart, I feel like Giannis can win 2 games and Dame can win 2 games.
That's right there.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like
And
if
then
Dame go off 2 games, he win. Giannis go off. That's in my head how I feel it'll go down. And maybe they'll have a couple games where they're both going off. But I feel like they single-handedly can win us games.
I mean, look. Some players get worse in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis does not.
Correct.
And that's just a fact. He just does not. And this might be the best, potentially best offensive team he had in the playoffs ever. He does not You talking about he carrying the regular season? Well, he's really carrying the playoffs.
Correct.
He don't get tired. He finish games. He give a maximum effort in the playoffs, and everybody know that. And then you got Dame. You gonna load up on Giannis in the playoffs, and you got Dame and Middleton out there. They're gonna be locked in. They ain't gonna be nonchalant in the playoffs. Middleton is not nonchalant in the playoffs.
Middleton's numbers are exponentially better in the playoffs than the regular
He's
season.
not
It's
nonchalant
almost
in the
scary.
playoffs.
It's almost scary. If you look at Middleton's playoff numbers versus regular season, he's a completely different human.
He's a completely different human.
Bro.
And Dame, I think once Dame see us getting a rhythm, I think Dame's gonna realize this is my shot.
And he gonna go in. Then you'll see the real Dame come out.
You gonna see the real. This is my shot to win a ring for real. Because you know he's just trying to get to the playoffs. I know he got all this stuff, but it's all about the playoffs for Dame too. It's all about
he's trying to cement his legacy. He don't want to be known as a career loser. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. If you're not winning a championship, I'm gonna keep it real. See, that's why she be saying I be having no empathy. If you didn't win no championship, you're a loser. If you're not winning, you're losing. That's it. That's it. It ain't no silver lining. It ain't none of that. If you didn't win a championship, it don't matter. None of the other stuff matter.
It don't matter for Giannis. That's where we at now. We need to embrace those expectations because that's where we at. We used to be a team that was just happy to make the playoffs. We used to be a franchise that was just excited to be number one in the East. We ain't excited about none of that no more.
Right.
Just think about where we at, where we used to be.
Right. 1 second, Pronte. Let me just get the super chat. 1 second. Midnight Newton, appreciate the 199 super chat. Goodbye, Brooke, with the wig. Come on, bro. You gonna say that? Goodbye, Brooke. Then he got the airplane emoji. Shout out to you. Damn, y'all dirty. Y'all got no, man. Go ahead, Pronte. Y'all so dirty.
Hey, dude was out there reading the book. That's why he was reading the book the whole game. Goodbye, bro, with the wig. Dude that don't even watch basketball. He read a book the whole game. How you read a book the whole at a battle game?
He wasn't even paying attention. That's why he should have retired. That's why I told he wouldn't have got shamed like that had he just retired and went to the bench. He could have read all he wanted to.
That man don't care about basketball at all.
At all, bro. Thank you.
At all.
Thank you. Don't care. Go ahead and take us home, Gibson.
Go, Gibson.
All right, then. Before I go, I got a call.
Pronte was in his bag today. Go ahead, Gibson.
Before I go, I gotta call out all the haters. Let's start with the first hater I can call out for Bucks Nation. We can call out that Stephen A. Smith, that big hater. We can call out Kendrick Perkins, that another hater. We can call out that.
Yes, get him, Gibson.
We can call out Gilbert Arenas, that next biggest hater who have no ring, who trying to disrespect my boy Giannis. We can call him out, and we can call out the media for not giving this Bucks team attention. Let me tell you something, guys. We need all of you all, who I call out, to keep this same energy. I know you all has watched this Bucks chat. I need you all to keep this same energy. When Boston get embarrassed, don't try to come pull for the Bucks. We can batch y'all out. Peace and love to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Appreciate you, Gibson. I just want to send that additional cheap shout out to Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas has what I like to call the Al Bundy syndrome. He was cold for 2 or 3 years, and that's all he can remember. And he doesn't understand a career spans longer than 2 or 3 years. But he always gonna go back and talk. Well, you remember when I was hibachi? You remember when I was giving people work? Yeah, for like 2-3 years, bro. John Wall had a longer run than you, sir.
So was Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
What are you talking about? Yep. Like, where he at? Like, what are you talking? That happens all the time. Right? Look at Jordan Poole.
And then Kendrick Perkins, you're a career role player, and you be talking crazy.
Man. Like, come on, man.
Oh, Kendrick, get on my nerves.
You and Robin Lopez is neck and neck. What are you talking about?
Right, y'all the same player.
The same thing on the court.
He talked crazy like he really was cold to understand the nuances of the game. That's the only thing that make me mad. He worse than was that light skinned tall cat they had, Ryan Hollins? He on the same level as Hollins.
Oh, mind him, man. He was
all of them is
we gonna get up high. We running it back tomorrow anyway. Bucks Nation, we running it back tomorrow right after the game. Just give me a second to get to the crib. So it should be starting a little bit, hopefully a little after 10, depending how it go. Hopefully we blow out this team and I can get home early. We should. They the Hornets, but you never know. It's the NBA. So appreciate y'all tapping in tonight.
One more thing.
Go ahead, Pronte.
How long is Middleton out?
Oh.
Did they say? Did they say how long he was out? No. Okay, my bad. It's indefinitely, huh? It's a mystery.
It's a
We don't know
mystery.
how
I
long.
think he's straight, bro. I think he might. I don't know.
They never say.
Shout
Did
out
they?
to Chris Middleton. That's all I'm gonna say.
Shout
Shout out to Chris Middleton.
Mystery.
And shout out to whoever in the chat said that Chris Middleton looked like he played with Doc Rivers is crazy too. I don't know who that was, but that was super wild. That was super wild. How that Chris Middleton look like he played with Doc Rivers is crazy. Salute to you. I can't remember who it was, but that was crazy. Hilarious.
I just want to see the team healthy,
right?
And play with Doc for at least a week and see what
Thank
it
you.
look like.
I'm with you on that.
See what it really look like.
Exactly.
Jay Crowder's coming back. Jay Crowder's coming back. He was knocking down them threes again, so he's kind of back. So
yeah,
I'm like,
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I just want to see the team healthy, and then we can see what we really got. I don't think we gonna see it because Chris Middleton is never healthy.
So, I knew you was coming with something. No strays, ENT. I knew you couldn't hold back. No strays, ENT. Salute the $4.99 super chat. Salute the Pat. Can I finish my cheesesteak before I go, Beverley? Come on, man. See, this is... All right, man. We done, bro. Okay. All right, Prostate. All right, Daniel. All right, Gibson. You see how they end, man? These. All right, y'all. Oh, bro. Salute to y'all. Oh my man. Gibson, peace and love. All right, y'all. Salute the Bucks Nation. Tough loss, but I think silver lining. We saw Jay Crowder look like he's getting back in the rhythm. AJ Green looked good. We just need to get healthy, y'all. Be patient. And I think Pat Beverley is going to help our on-the-ball defense and give us some toughness, y'all. So we going to be good. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the like button if you haven't. And we're going to spin the block tomorrow. We'll be back on here. So please share the content. Tell any real Bucks fans this is where you can be to voice your opinion. And if you want to hop on live and say your piece, the link is there. Everybody is welcome. And if anybody is blocked, please, moderators, unblock them. I don't want all that blocking stuff going on. You want to put somebody on a little timeout, that's cool. Let's not block somebody unless they wild disrespectful. Sometimes, even with friends and family, they get out of line. Sometimes you just gotta, reboot their system real quick. Just a little timeout. Let's try not to block them unless it's something too wild, y'all. So I appreciate y'all tapping in. Everything's growing. So with the channel, the community. So I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, I also have the amaraslogic Facebook page. I know a lot of y'all are subscribed. There's a lot of good conversation going on in the Facebook group as well. So you can search for it as amaraslogic. So appreciate y'all. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the content. We just got done talking about the Milwaukee Bucks losing to the Minnesota Timberwolves at home in front of friends and family, 129-105. And the biggest pullbacks from this is the play of AJ Green and Jay Crowder. I appreciate y'all. Go. Shout out to you then, Robert Brooks. I didn't know who it was. My bad, bro. Salute to you, fam, because that was absolutely hilarious and classic material. Salute, salute. Bucks, we going through a hard time, but you got to go through something to get to something, y'all. Be patient. We'll be all right, y'all. Gone.